Hello everyone, welcome to part 6 of LARKSHEAD HOUSE. I've done a few quick videos showing you what I'm doing to the outside of the house. Here I am doing an Artexy kind of finish on the outside. I'm not sure if you call it Artex, but you know what I mean. So I'm using, it's like a dry plasterboard or drywall, you call it, filler, and you would fill the gaps in drywall with it. And I'm leaving it quite rough for a reason, which I will show you later on. But yeah, is the outside of it pretty much done. Quick coat on there. Once it is painted and you can't see the doll's house wall through it, it does look really good. My last doll's house was really successful with it. I'm not like plain, and all I used for that was card and coffee stirrers to make a raised wooden edge difference. So it is all about creating detail, as I say, and making it a bit more interesting. It was a very plain house, so I wanted to make it a little bit more special. So here I am painting the roof, and all I've used here is a good mixture of black acrylic, a bit of white acrylic, a tiny bit of blue acrylic. Mixed it up and I give it a really good coat. I did about 2 or 3 coats actually, making sure I get all the edges of the wooden stirrers and the cardboard, giving it a really good cover. So when I finish that side, I do the back side of it, and obviously the back side of the roof is not going to be as ornate as the front. It's pointless. So, but I still made it nice. So here we go, giving another coat on the back and then going over with another coat, and then I do some dry brushing over the top just to create a bit of detail and to break all that black up a bit. Well, it's like dark grey. So that's it completed. And when that's dry, it's going to have a good coat of varnish just to make sure it is solid. And, you know, I want it to last. So I'm making a front door now. And I use my thick craft card. And I use plenty of PVA because this card, as great as it is, really does soak up the paint. So if you give it a good coat of PVA, it will stop the paint soaking directly in. You won't have to use as much paint and you do get a better effect on your paintwork. So I'm just making some panels there that I'm sticking on. I'll give them a good coat again, let that dry. And once that is all panelled and glued and it dries, I'll be able to attach hinges, sort out the door frame on the dollhouse and attach that when it's time to do. I'm not sure what colour to paint that yet, but there it is. So that is the house up to now. I've put window details above each window. The Artexy bit is dry. I've put a finishing trim above the card, like the slats of wood. So I've finished that off. I've done a door frame with a bit of a tiled roof on it, and that is the bay window. I just need to put like a skirting board around the edge of that. That's Artex. The chimney breast is grouted, and yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I've painted the outside edge of the woodwork. I still need to paint a lot on this yet. I've still got to paint the little window on the top of the roof, but that is it so far. So on the next bit here, I am painting, there's me, hello, I am painting the brickwork on the chimney breast. So I've got my reading glasses on there because they're so small, and yeah, I'm zooming in a bit. They're so small, so trying to paint each one. So as I said in the last one, I did colour the grout with the paint that was originally on there, and I smoothed it in and it coloured the grout, but I still want it to be a bit darker. So the method that I do, you can adjust the colour as you go along. If you want it darker, just paint more on. So what I'm doing is painting the darkest ones of the bricks here, and then after that I'll paint the mid-range of the colours and then maybe the lighter ones, and then I'll go over it with a wash. So I'm just painting the dark ones here. It does take some time, but it looks great when it's done. It looks really good, really quite genuine. And it just creates, it's all about detail with dolls' houses. You want to make it look interesting. And this does add interest to this side. For the other side of the dollhouse, I've got a nice little detail I'm going to put on, which I'll tell you about in the next video. So I'm just here putting a wash on, and see how it brings all the colours together, the grout, all the colours of the bricks, just really brings it together. So I really do like that effect. It's quite nice doing it as well. You see it come to life and you think, yeah, I really like it. So that is that. It looks quite genuine as brickwork. I'm really pleased with it. So I put a wash over the outside of the brown bricks because they were a bit too clean. So that is it for this one. See you next time.